Hello to my YouTube channel subscribers and those that are randomly landing on this live stream. I am currently driving in the vehicle to an undisclosed location, and on the way I'm doing a live and so I started this channel as part of me wanting to help others who might be in a position that I was in for many, many years. You see, the breath is a day of gratitude because of how many close calls and statistically showing that people that were living how I was living usually end up dead or in prison. Now, I know I'll die, but so far I've been able to stay out of prison. And with that though, because of living alcoholically for so many years, I put myself in position of near-death situations many, many times. So being grateful for just being alive is something that's not hard for me to do. You see, I never wanted to die, but the way that I was living was not healthy for anybody. So today I'm working on my 5th year. Well, August will be 5 years alcohol free. Alcohol free because alcohol was killing me. I was killing myself slowly and then rapidly with alcohol. And for those of you that aren't aware how alcoholism works, just because I'm not drinking does not mean I'm not an alcoholic anymore. See, many of you think that the alcoholic is just the man on the corner in the trench coat and the bottle. But the fact is, the alcoholic can be you, it can be me, it can be any one of us. It's a disease that's centered in the mind. It's a way of thinking alcoholically. You see, I can wake up sober, but I'm still an alcoholic. I haven't drank in almost 5 years, but I'm still an alcoholic that doesn't practice alcohol. I don't drink alcoholically anymore to change how I feel. Gratitude, Gratitude is understanding that today there's many, many things that I can do as a healthy habit compared to how I used to live, compared to what I used to do to change how I felt. And this is a question and answer session, but I'm just giving an introduction to the video because this is a, serious topic. A lot of people deal with alcoholism and other addictions. And in our world today, more and more people are, losing their lives. And what's great though is that what I'm seeing is that many people are choosing to live the sober life. There's a lot of sober curious. There's a lot of people that are more open about not drinking anymore or wanting to stop drinking or drinking less. But the fact is, guys, alcohol is a poison, okay? And even though it's legal, does not mean that just because it's legal, it's something that's good for you, right? We all know how that works. So as I'm telling my story, if you guys have questions or comments, please do so in the chat. If you can, while you're here, hit that like button. And if you want to learn more about my story and what I'm doing now after alcohol, hit that subscribe button. and turn on the alarm so when I drop new content, you're aware. Now, this channel is far from pure, meaning sometimes I'll post a picture of me and my cat hanging out because that's something that helps me get through the day. Sometimes I'll talk about random things, not necessarily on topic, but just sharing what I think might be of value on this channel. So thank you for being here. 530 something subscribers. My goal by the end of the month is to get that up to 600, and you can help. So again, I haven't drank in almost 5 years. But that was after many, many years of wanting to not drink. After many, many years of getting sober, a couple of days, couple of months, couple of weeks, and then drinking again, relapse. So if any of this is touching home or hitting home, or you're wanting to know more, in the chat, you can ask questions. I'm currently driving. I'll be driving for about another hour. And I'm doing okay. Thank you for asking. I can't read your name. A couple of you in the chat. So thanks for the thumbs ups. Thank you for the subscribes. This is an opportunity for you guys to drop in the comments and ask questions related to me, to stopping drinking, living sober, things like that. Not necessarily anything too far off topic. So I'm doing good. That's the first question. I'm grateful for life. I'm grateful that there's blue sky, that I can feel the sun. I'm doing good. You know, things always could be better, whatever that might mean. But I'm healthy. I don't have to worry about food. I got gas in the car. I got enough gas to get home. So, you know, not a lot of worries. I'm currently driving on the freeway. So time to time, if I get sidetracked, or it means I'm focusing on traffic. But I'm gonna let this roll for a little bit. And if you guys have questions, or if you're just curious about, you know, how I stopped drinking, or how you could stop drinking, or if you're trying to quit something else, or if you're trying to change your life, you know, things like that, right? I have created a community, and in the channel notes, you'll see a link to the Freedom Seekers community. And I invite each of you to join that, at least check it out. There's, you know, free groups, and then I have, you know, Patreon, of course. And there's ways that you could partake in supporting what I'm doing here. If you're in business, I'm launching what's called my Jungle's Juice, which is a fractional business development agency. We do sales development, business development for wellness brands, and some other brands that aren't necessarily wellness brands. But I'm also working on a project called Burnout Broker. Burnout Broker is a program where we're looking to go to war against burnout, right? And so what I'm doing is I'm connecting like wellness retreats and healing retreats and other healing resources with the people that need it, like specifically within the workforce. So if you have a company and you want to work with me on that level, that'd be great. That's not what this channel is necessarily what I built this channel to do. But just to throw that out there, I have put if you go to my channel, there's a link in the notes. Otherwise, I invite you to check out the Freedom Seekers community, where I've positioned myself as a transformation guide. So far, I have a zero of audience of 0 right now. So thank you for being here, 0. Man, these hills are lovely. We're in California, and this time of year we get the rolling green hills because of all the grass, and then the rain, and now the sun popping up. Look how green it is. So again, this is a Q&A session for my subscribers. So if you're here, a subscriber, go ahead and hit subscribe, and feel free to ask questions regarding stopping drinking or making a change in your life, in your circumstances, maybe about meditation, anything like along those lines. I'm going to let this roll for a little bit before I slow it down here, cut it off. Okay, well, thanks for being here, guys. Have a great day.